Are you willing? So today I've been reflecting on some of the things we've gone through and learned throughout this year. We've had our ups and downs, days we've rejoiced in the blessings of God, and others where we questioned if God was even around. I mean, can I be honest? Don't we all go through those times? I found in the last few months that in the midst of going through our various trials, God has begun to do something new within me. Every time I found myself going through, whether it was financially, in my marriage or home, at my job, or even within myself, I found that those were the times God would set me up. What do I mean? Good question. Let me explain. I was recently going through a hardship with my finances, marriage, and children all at the same time. It was the roughest patch I had experienced in a while. I was nearly close to breaking every single day, and it hurt. At the same time, nearly every day I received messages and phone calls from people who were going through as well and needed someone to talk to and pray with. Now, I'm not going to lie. At first I was like, what is this? Don't you see I'm busy throwing a pity party? I'm busy. Call me when I'm over myself and then we can talk. Of course, even though I was screaming all that in my head, I still took the time to talk to them and encourage them. I listened to them and let them vent and get it all out. The amazing thing was, while I gave them my ear to listen, I noticed God mending my own heart. The more I yielded my obedience to God and encouraged those that were reaching out, the more peace He deposited in my heart, my mind, and my soul. You see, it wasn't about me and what I was going through. It was about God and what He was trying to do in me. It was amazing. The thing about it all is that I wasn't prepared for any of it. I always knew there was a level of selflessness, warfare, and maturity when it came to ministry, but I didn't know it would happen like this. We all at one point or another want to be used, but we hate dealing with the warfare that comes with it, and we definitely hate putting ourselves aside. We're never really ready for what's to come. That's the point in seeking God and digging in deeper when it comes to a relationship with Him. By doing so, God sustains and guides us through every level He has planned for us. God doesn't bring us to any level He isn't prepared to guide us through. We just have to be willing to trust Him and walk with Him. When I think of being a willing vessel, it brings me to a few people in our bloodline. First and foremost, look at Christ Himself. He came down from glory just to do that. A willing vessel. I'm pretty sure He wasn't prepared to endure all that He did, but He was willing to do it because of His love for us. Look at David, a young boy tending to sheep. Pretty sure he wasn't prepared to rule over a nation, but he was willing. That willing and obedient heart is what slayed Goliath and led him to be known as a man after God's own heart. Look at Job. He wasn't prepared to lose everything for the sake of his salvation, but he did. He had his good days and more bad days than anyone I know, but he remembered where his help comes from, and God blessed him with more than he lost. I mean, the man has a whole book named after him. That's big stuff. So here's my point. Being saved doesn't mean we'll get pixie dust sprinkled all on us, and we'll all be well in our little world. We won't always get the best of everything materialistically, and we won't always be stinking rich. In fact, being saved means God will take us from level to level, doing what He predestined us to do, and with that will come test after test, whether it's from God or He allows the devil to try us. Either way, what keeps us going is knowing that God has already won. He knows our full potential, and He will put us through what we need to go through to get there. He brings us through the fire and we come out unscathed as pure gold. Are we ready for what God has for us? No, of course not. Who can say they're actually fully prepared for everything they're about to go through? No one. You're a liar if you think you are. But the blessing about God is that He doesn't require you to be at a certain level or prepared in any way for Him to accomplish His will in your life. All God needs is a willing heart. Be willing to say yes to whatever God asks of us, knowing He holds the master plan and has nothing but good intentions for your life. Be willing to go and say whatever God asks. Be willing to be obedient no matter how crazy it seems. Stop running from the unknown. I know it freaks us all out, me included. I'm a planner. I need to know everything and have some sort of control over it all so I can sleep at night. Well, now I'm simply being obedient to God. Whatever He tells me, I'm doing. I may kick and scream for a little, but that's reducing as time goes by. And you know what? It feels good. It's that numbing sense of peace you can't even explain. It's like your mind tells you to worry and stress while your heart is at rest, telling you it's okay. God's got this. Relax. As we go into these holidays and enter into a new year, I'm asking you to take some time of reflection. Take time to truly ask God to give you a willing heart. Remember that it's not about being at any level or even being prepared for anything. It's about making a firm decision in your heart to be willing to let God have His way in our lives and our hearts. I'm praying the same for myself and for my family as well. God is doing a new thing, a great thing right now. He's birthing ministries and people that will not just touch a town or a nation, but will impact the world. We have to be willing to be used, in spite of trials, issues, arguments, finances, children, work, in spite of what things may look like or even how they may feel. We have to be willing to give God an unadulterated yes. If you can do that today, He'll take it from here. Just trust Him. He's got you. Until next time, be blessed.